All right, viewers at home, once again, I welcome you to Politics in Africa. On today's edition of the program, we are going to take a look at Kogi State and the national politics. My guest on the program today is a known household name in politics, in Kogi politics and Nigeria by extension, a one-time governorship candidate and a major stakeholder in Kogi politics. But as it is tradition with us on USTV Africa, we prefer the guest mentioning his name. Sir, can you tell our viewers your name?
Thank you so much, and thanks for the opportunity for me to feature on this program. My name is Dr. Mohammed Al-Ashaibu. I'm from Igume. Igume is in the Kima local government area of Kogi State.
All right, thank you, sir. For us to get it right, we need to take a look at the past so that we use the present in predicting the future. Kogi just came out of election precisely in 2023, and the election was characterized with a lot of complaint, rigging, and litigations before the final decision of the Supreme Court that brought in a new governor. What do you think Kogi people have learned from the just concluded election in 2023?
That election was fraught with a lot of irregularities. So many things went wrong that could have been corrected. It will go down history as the worst election ever conducted, not only in the history of Kogi State, but in Nigeria as a whole. An election where open writing of results was observed, reported, and noted. An election where the number of voters, or the number of voters in most cases, were far ahead of the number of voters that were registered. They have never happened. And it was not supposed to stand. But I want to choose because of the type of democracy. What are the lessons? The lesson is for everyone. I will not say everybody should go into rigging. I won't say that. The lesson is for everyone to fight against rigging. The lesson is for everyone to mobilize people to come out and vote. So that when the number of the massive attendance far outweigh the few ones that want to perpetrate rigging, it will be obvious that their evil intention will not stand. So my advice is that we should embrace democracy fullest. We should come out in mass to register in order to vote. And on the day of voting, we should come out in mass to make sure we vote for our preferred candidates. If the number is so overwhelming, right, it will be pretty difficult for it to be so easily manipulated the way the 2023 election in Kogi State was manipulated. That is my advice for the people of Kogi State. Come out, register, be available for voting, encourage people that are not available for voting. And more importantly, the people that are not in Kogi State. Kogi State is your state. If you cannot come, do something to encourage the people that can come to vote. Right? Don't just stay and say, oh, you are waiting for the results. Where is the results coming from? It has to come from the effort that is being put in. If you are waiting for something to say, oh, what happened now? We are waiting all the time, we're not doing the right thing. But you are there, you are not going to vote. So we should all regard ourselves as stakeholders. Not by saying it, but by being fully involved. Encouraging voters, encouraging candidates, encouraging people to fully participate in every stage and step of the process. That is my advice.
All right, the part of the state where you come from, Kogi East specifically, there's this idea of minority and majority. By population, Kogi is where you come from have the larger population compared to the other ethnic groups in the state. And over the years, the factors that are mitigating against Kogi East people is the national influence. Let me take you back a little through history. During Chris Abakar Audu, he will have won his election free and fair against Alhaji Ibrahim Idris. It was the then vice president that brought in the idea of changing Dole that suppressed that of Chris Abakar Audu. Even during Musa Wada, immediately after the contest with Bello, it was still the national influence that suppress vote and manipulate what happened. Even in the last election, left for the people that came out to vote, the result would have been different were it not for the national influence. Now it is another turn of national politics. People are aligning, some are going towards L5, others are going towards Atiku, and people are aligning with forces that be at the national. What is your advice for your people in aligning so that they move beyond local and state politics to national so that they can have influence to safeguard the election and their votes in the next election?
Well, it's not just about alignment, it's about proper and correct alignment. And if you are aligning and you want to always play from behind, it becomes difficult for you to get the results from. If you are aligning from the top most. So that you are not just taking in, you're also giving out. Giving out here means you are giving out instructions. You are part, yes, you are part of the decision making at the top level. In that way, you cannot sit by on the same table with people that are manipulating against you. No, it will not happen. Instead, you sit down to manipulate against other people. But our struggle is not to manipulate against people. Our struggle is to regain what we're supposed to have as a majority in the current situation. Democracy is about numbers. What is happening in Kogi State, not because I'm from Kogi East, but what I'm saying is that if democracy is about number, the people that have the highest number are supposed to be given their fair share. You can't talk about number and the minority dominant. Then it's no more democracy. It's dictatorship or oligarchy or what you call it. But any system that is ruled and governed by the majority must be careful to ensure that the majority have their fair share and the majority carry the day in most of the cases. In democracy, we say the majority they have their way, the minority have their sense. So it should not be the other way around. So in Kogi East, we need to be more formidable. I want to appreciate that for what she did. There was one voice in favor of a particular candidate from East. Were it not for the manipulation that occurs along the line in some locations, we have had that. And we should be ready to replicate it. And that is what is necessary.
The fear here is even the grassroots people the voters are willing to vote and they are ready on ground to vote and they'll vote anytime, any day. But the problem there is the manipulation that was the same vote was manipulated in 2019. It was repeated in 2023. What is the fear that it will happen again in 2027?
There's fear that you have. And that fear is it's not misplaced fear. Judging from where we are coming from and judging from what has happened through consecutive election cycles. So it's not impossible. So I want to, how do you mitigate against it happening again? Right? Are we going to play the same role? You want to play that thing, play that thing. You want to do it the right way or do the right way. So we have to design our strategy. And that strategy should not be our own strategy. The strategy has been into layers. Option 1, option 2, option 3. We never had that strategy. I was a very active participant in 2019 with Engineer Musawada when I also contested. With Engineer Musawada when I also run the primary school. Okay? And all the lessons we learned in that election, we did not use them. That's where we had to go. But now we have the advantage of learning from 2019 and 2023. We'll be foolish, completely foolish, if we are unable to make use of our experiences in 2019 and 2023. to make what we should have in 2027. Experience is defined not as what happened to you, but what lessons are you able to pick from what happened to you. That is what experience.
All right, on the final note, from the way things are going in the country, the ruling party, APC, seems determined at all costs to sustain power, and from the look of things and their activities, there seems to be stepping and forcing down opposition, especially any opposition that may be a threat to their return to power. Do you think the opposition party can be formidable enough to wrestle back power, from the ruling party APC, given the way it is going currently in the country?
We can. We can be formidable. You know what happened in 2014, right? When opposition, rallied around themselves and were able to take over power. It was with a sense of purpose. I've said somewhere severally that opposition is about being formidable, it's about trust in yourselves. Are we going to succeed in the mission? What are we going to do to succeed in the mission? But when you don't have trust in yourself, even among yourself, they are what we call black box. These are the people that are neither here nor there. So whatever you are doing, they are communicating outside. Your strategy is open. So you don't want strategy. Any strategy that's open to the public is everybody's strategy. But if it's your own strategy, you design it, you know what you want to achieve by it, you know how you want to execute it, and you know how long it will take for you to execute what you want to execute. Then you do it the way you are going to execute. So opposition they have to be completely forward looking. They have to be really, truly united. Right? And they have to identify very strongly what is their key success factors, what is their strengths and their weaknesses, what is the strength and weaknesses of the current leadership of the country or the main party ruling the country. They usually have to do a lot of situational analysis, right? We have brilliant people across the country. Are we determined to make things happen? Are we determined to work together? If the country goes the way it is currently going, I'm sorry. We run into accidents. It's not far away. And we also have.
Do you see INEC, do you think INEC will be truly independent as the name implies? Because part of the things that we are beginning to fear with INEC is your organization, Team New Nigeria, have applied for registration since 2024, and up to now, they have not been granted the registration. Several other parties are waiting for registration, and INEC is not refusing and is not granting them the registration. You see INEC as being transparent and independent at the end of the day.
If you take their antecedent, of Mahmoud, I don't think anything positive that can come out of this. Right? All the elections are covered. The one in Kogi State, the one in Imo State, right? The election has covered. Even the election has continued. President Bola Ahmed. So I don't have implicit confidence that I need to be elected. Right? But then, are we going to live by faith and just stay away and see that it doesn't? We just still like that and go down. No, it's not going to happen. We must put in efforts, right, and see how we can correct the system.
All right, thank you very much. I will appreciate if you use just 1 minute to sum everything we have discussed and advise viewers on the way to go towards the next election.
Well, we should be Nigerians, we should be resilient. We should know that the end justifies the means. We should not give up at any time. Democracy, they say, is a game of the people, by the people and for the people. In Kogi State, what I see currently is a game of the family, by the family, and for the family. That It's an abomination. I should not allow it to continue for very long. So the challenge for us is to change the government from 2027 to 2028. Kogi must be reformed. Some of us that are like minds, we need to come together and see how we can take this hijack that has been done by one family against the entirety of the people.
All right, thank you very much. Viewers, here will drop us on the program Politics in Africa, and my guest on the program today is Dr. Marvel Shai, a member of Team New Nigeria and the household name in Kogi politics. Hope to see you again on another interesting edition of the program. My name is Alaji Dasumoto, from the station of Unity Star TV Africa, the voice of the new Africa. Thank you. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate you. And may God bless you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
At USTV Africa, confirm news, culture and entertainment, the latest information, all at USTV Africa. Your number one internet station, USTV Africa. From East Africa to South Africa, USTV Africa. From North Africa to West Africa, USTV Africa. USTV Africa, voice of the new Africa. Uhuru Africa.